We're going to talk about behavioral segmentation to drive revenue today, specifically recency, frequency, monetary value, or RFM as it's really known in the marketplace itself. Now, I have used RFM my entire career and it has never failed me. It has always helped me drive revenue, and it's something that I'd highly recommend that you take a look at. It is relatively easy to put together and it has substantial benefits to your bottom line. So really, what is RFM? RFM is 3 behaviors, and you're going to score each one of those behaviors that a customer has had with your company. The recency at which they've purchased, the frequency at which they purchase from your company, and at the monetary value that they purchase from your company. Those 3 things. So what you're going to do is you're going to have to go find some data. Now, typically this data can be found in your finance systems, possibly in your marketing automation, or in your Salesforce systems. The data is there. Trust me, it is there. You need to pull it down for each customer so that you have the information that you can actually build this 3-digit code for. Then you'll score that against your database. So you'll have a score, a 3-digit score for every single customer in your database. So how do you go about doing this? Okay. Typically, what you're trying to do is you're trying to create a value score. That score I've used between number 1 and number 5. Number 1 being those customers that are my worst customers, and number 5 being those that are my best customers. A best customer would be someone who has purchased very recently from me, they purchase very frequently from me, and they purchase at a very high monetary level. A 1 or a 111 customer would be somebody who hasn't purchased frequently from me, don't purchase frequently from me, and they don't purchase at a high monetary value. So you're going to have customers that are going to be 555s, and you're going to have those that are going to be 111s, and everything in between. 555s being your best customers, 111 being your worst customers. And you're going to score off of those 3 behaviors. 3 behaviors, okay? So you have to go through and you score the database itself. Now, how do you determine the recency, what's a recent purchase for your particular product? Well, you're going to have to figure that out yourself and take a look at how frequently a company or a customer purchases from you. So washing machines, they may only purchase frequently from you maybe once every 8 years, okay? But when it comes to say laundry detergent, they probably purchase that every month or every 2 months. Okay, so you're going to have to score that. And again, the same thing on the monetary value side. How much do you think is a high revenue customer versus those that are a low revenue customer? That's the great thing about RFM, is it's very flexible based off of any unique business, and you can change those as you see fit. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and do that. You're going to get then a score, a 3-digit score, and as I said, you're going to score your customer base. Now, typically, what you're going to find is that they fall into what I like to refer to as 4 big buckets. I have used 6 in the past, but I recommend that you use 4. It just makes it a lot simpler, and from a marketing perspective, it allows you to hit a large enough customer base that it makes sense for you to utilize a specific creative or specific messaging versus doing micro messaging in the marketplace. Okay, so the first one are going to be your best customers. These are the guys that purchase recently from you, they purchase frequently, and they purchase at a very high level for you. These are the ones that you just love and you want to keep those guys. Okay, they're your best customers. Then you're going to have those that are your potential best customers. Those are ones that they're pretty good, right? They purchase some product, kind of frequent, kind of recent. The volume may be a little low, but they have the potential to be a better customer. So those are things that you might want to put maybe a loyalty program in place to start to get them going down the right journey path that you want them to become a best customer for you. Okay, then you're going to have those that are what I like to refer to as reactivate customers. These are ones that aren't purchasing from you. They used to purchase frequently, recently, and and with a monetary value associated with it, but they haven't been purchasing from you. So you're trying to reactivate these guys to get them to purchase from you again, okay? Then you're going to have what I refer to as win-back customers. These are customers that used to be your best customers. They were at that big bucket. They were purchasing recently, frequently, and at a high monetary value, but something's happened. They're no longer purchasing from you at a recent rate, at a frequent rate, or at a high monetary value. This could be everything from the fact that you maybe changed your fee structure and they're not happy with you, to possibly they had a bad customer experience when they were calling in for customer service, etc. Okay, so these are ones that you can actually win back and bring them to the top of your pyramid and bring them back to being your best customers. The ones that really I found to drive the most revenue at the fastest rate has been the win-back customers. Typically, a lot of times it's just saying, I'm sorry, or we want you back. And you probably get these messages when it comes through on emails or on direct mail or on advertisements that come through. Simple messages like that, a lot of times will actually bring them back into the customer base itself. And then certainly your reactivates are also ones that can start to drive revenue, but they typically drive at a much smaller rate and it takes more time. Those that are the potential customers that could be, I've always found you've got to do a lot more marketing to those guys typically to bring them up, because usually they're probably purchasing from you and a competitor, and you really have to change that type of mix with them so that they start to see you as a more beneficial supplier than somebody else. Now, again, you can find this data in your finance, Salesforce systems, or in your marketing automation systems. You need to score your customer base based off of a 3-digit code. You need to set the parameters around that code, and then you need to start to actually do the marketing for it. There are a number of different books out there on this, and I would recommend that you go out and actually get the books, and it'll show you the specifics on how to do each one of these. But you should start to try to take a look at this now. It doesn't take that long to actually implement it. The messaging, you can fine tune it and really go after each one of these 4 segments and start to generate or regenerate revenue that you had in the past. Good luck, everybody. Take care. Thanks.